The story of David and Goliath. Once upon a time in ancient Israel, there was a young shepherd named David. David was the youngest of 8 brothers. While his brothers went to war, David stayed at home taking care of his father's sheep. One day, the Israelites were fighting against the Philistines, and a giant named Goliath came out to challenge them. Goliath was a huge man, standing over 9 feet tall, and he had a shiny helmet and armor that made him look even scarier. The Israelite soldiers were very afraid of Goliath. They couldn't find anyone brave enough to face him in battle. But David, who was just a small shepherd boy, heard about the giant and decided to do something about it. David ran to where King Saul was and told him about Goliath. King Saul was very tall and strong, but Goliath was much taller. Saul tried to convince David to go back home, but David was determined. He told Saul that God had delivered him from lions and bears, and he believed God could deliver him from Goliath too. Saul tried to dress David in his armor, but it didn't fit. Finally, David went to a stream, took off his shepherd's clothes, and put on 5 smooth stones and a sling. He remembered that God had promised to be with him. When David faced Goliath, the giant mocked him, saying, "Am I a dog that you come to me with sticks?" But David replied, "You come to us with a sword, with a spear, and with a shield, but I come to you in the name of the Lord Almighty." David ran toward Goliath, climbed a hill, and took one of his smooth stones. He put it in his sling, swung it around, and hit Goliath right between the eyes. The stone went right through his forehead, and Goliath fell face down to the ground. The Israelites cheered because David had defeated the giant with nothing but a sling and a stone. David had shown that, with faith and courage, we can overcome any challenge. And so, David became a hero, not because he was the biggest or strongest, but because he trusted in God. The end. Remember, kids, no matter how big or small your challenges seem, with faith in God, you can do amazing things.